What is going on, guys? Welcome to Stock Talk with Nico Criticos. Today, we're going to be talking about four stocks that I am buying this week. These are all stocks that I own and that I think that are some of the best opportunities in the market right now. And that is saying a lot because there is not a lot of good deals out there because so many stocks are trading at near all-time highs, and most of the stocks are trading at PE ratios that are just way higher than normal. So, with that being said, the first one on my list is going to be ASML. This one, I think I have the biggest position in this one, and that's because this is the one that I'm most confident in. I've made lots of videos on this company. If you're not familiar with it, just a couple of weeks ago, I made a video going over all the details, but ASML is the company that makes the semiconductor equipment machines, and they sell those machines to companies like Intel and other semiconductor makers. So, that's why, and they're the only ones that can make these high technology machines, and so that's why this company has such a strong moat, and their numbers are just phenomenal. It's just a very solid company and a very solid industry, and that is why this one is pick number one. As you can see, the valuation is very low now because this summer the stock was over $1,000, and right now it's only 670. So I believe I started buying quite early. I want to say I started buying like in the 800s, maybe 800, something like that, 750, something like that. And so I've been buying it since then. Um, but yeah, that's definitely pick number one. Pick number two is going to be a stock that I just started buying today. Not a lot, just a real small position to get started. And that is going to be Domino's Pizza, just because I think that these numbers are great. I mean, if you look at their revenue, like it's consistent. It always goes up. I mean, look how many years they've been posting growth for revenue, right? And so last year they did $4.4 billion dollars. Keep in mind, this is a $16 billion company. Free cash flow strong, net income strong. Every year it pretty much goes up since 2007. We're looking at last year a $500 million in net income. And the only problem is the cash to debt ratio, which is why I probably won't make this into a huge position, but it's at least it's worth a small position because the valuation is healthy, the financials are healthy, just the balance sheet could be a little bit better. That's the only thing I'm worried about. The dividends keep increasing, which are good. Look how many shares they keep buying back. So there's just a lot more good things going on with this stock than there is bad things. The only bad thing is that balance sheet. But other than that, look at the shares outstanding. I mean, it goes down pretty much every single year, which is going to help the share price. The ROI on this stock is insane. The profit margins and the return on capital, margins of 11% last year. Keep in mind, this is just a cheap pizza place. And look at the ROI numbers, 72%. I don't know if there's any other stock out there that puts up these kind of numbers. That's insane. And then, things like this where it's over 100%. I mean, this is just, you don't see that ever. There's no company that puts up those numbers. So it's really insane that they're able to do that. And the valuation is not bad at all. If we look at the PE here, you can see that it's pretty much right in average, right? I'd like to look at the last 5 years. See, it's not bad. It's on the lower side of things. So the stock is up a little bit if you look at Domino's, but I mean, the way I look at it, see, I only bought two shares. So if the stock goes down, that's okay. I'll buy more shares if it goes down 20%. If it goes up, okay, well, great. Then I make some money and it's only on a small amount of capital, but that's okay. So that's how I feel about Domino's. Pick number three on my list is going to be Target stock. This is one I started buying just when it fell about a week ago now. That's because their earnings and the revenue was down a little bit. But I mean, look at this P ratio. It's trading at 12, 13 times earnings, which is insane. That's the cheapest it's been in the last 5 or 6 years now. And so Target is definitely one that I'm more confident with. I don't see this store going out of business or going out of style or anything like that. So this one, I'm happy to buy more if it keeps falling down. We'll just have to see what happens. But it's Target. They have a great reputation. I think since right now we're kind of in an economy where people are probably prioritizing cheaper things like Walmart and stuff, that's why Walmart's numbers actually were up and Target's were down because Target is not so much a cheap store. And so for the short term, that could be an issue. For the long term, meaning like a year from now, I don't think it's going to be an issue. So that is pick number three. Pick number four is going to be Nike stock. This one is not in a horrible way. It's just that this something like 5 months or 6 months, something like that. And we could even look to see when I first bought it. But Nike is another one where it's kind of like Target, where it's a fantastic brand, great business. They're just going through a tough time right now. And let's see when was the first time I bought. Nike I started buying in. I don't think I didn't start buying in November. It was before that. I just bought some shares recently, but I actually owned this one. Probably started in the summer buying it. But it's Nike. I mean, they've gone through plenty of different problems throughout the years. They always overcome. Nobody has the brand recognition, the brand loyalty, and the power that Nike does. And so I feel comfortable having a position in this for those reasons. And I mean, again, I've talked about this before, where I feel like when they broke that partnership with selling in Foot Locker, that was a bit of a mistake. And so I don't know that they're going to have to overcome that. But I believe that, I mean, the stock's been going down now for almost a year, which is the problem here. But hopefully we see a turnaround in the next couple months because it's about time for the stock to start going up. But that is it. Those are my top four picks for the week right now. I will let you guys know if I add any new stocks in the future, but for now, those are my top four picks for this week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.